En mi camino he conocido personas que inspiran por la pasión con la que viven su vocación. Y una de ellas es Erin, que desempeña el cargo de Cruise Director en una compañía de cruceros que recorre diversos destinos turísticos en el mundo, quien con su entrega y liderazgo ha transformado la experiencia de miles de viajeros en el mundo. Hoy quiero que escuchen su voz, porque su historia es un ejemplo de superación constante y compromiso absoluto. Bienvenida, Erin. ¿Quién mejor que tú misma para presentarse ante este querido público? Este es tu espacio para compartir con tus propias palabras quién eres, qué te apasiona y lo que quieres que la audiencia sepan de ti.
Hi, my name is Erin, and I'm a cruise director. Now, what does that mean? That means I work on board a cruise ship and oversee the entertainment and experience for guests. That could be anything from trivia to bingo to shows on the world stage to having my finger on the pulse to oversee the entire guest experience. Now, I want to share a little bit of a story of why I work on board or how I started working on board. And I've wanted to work on a cruise ship since I was little. I can remember at 12 years old, my family took our first cruise and I was hooked. I was really interested in seeing how the whole operation worked with all these different pieces and parts and pieces playing to come together to make this incredible experience for guests. Not only that, you get to travel the world. Why not, right? I had that idea in my head since I was 12 years old and wanted to pursue the dream of working on a cruise ship, specifically as a cruise director. The cruise director is the face of the ship. They are the person that guests go to if there's something good, something bad. It can be anything. You really have to be aware of what's going on in the ship and cater to your guests, making sure they're having an incredible and memorable experience. Growing up, I just continued to have this idea in my mind, and I did everything I could to learn about cruise ships. I read books about people working on board. I watched documentaries of cruise ships, anything I could find on the internet. YouTube wasn't really around just yet, but anything I could find, I just soaked up that knowledge. I wanted to work on a cruise ship. We fast forward a few years and it comes time to think about college and what to study in the next step in my journey. I studied human relations, which is the study of people, a little bit like psychology and sociology. And I figured there'd be people on the cruise ship. It would be good to know how to work with them. I studied that as my major, and alongside I studied Spanish, nonprofit leadership and management, and leadership as my minors. My passions are traveling and helping people. I wanted a way to do just that. About halfway through my college experience, it came time to think about studying abroad or going overseas, maybe with an exchange family or an exchange university, and I found what I thought was the perfect program for me. I came across a program called Semester at Sea, and this is where college students from across the globe live on board a small ship, travel to different countries while learning about intercultural means as well. I did this program my junior year of college, and it was kind of my first time leaving the country without my family. A lot of excitement, a little bit of nervousness, but an extreme period of growth and learning about myself, both academically but also personally as well. My eyes were opened up to the world, got to experience many different cultures, different ways of life, and it was a truly transformative 4-month period. I traveled throughout Europe, Africa, and South America, and it was an amazing experience, one that has shaped me to this day. Once it came time to graduate, it was time to start looking for a job, and I knew a cruise ship was where I wanted to be. I applied to so many different cruise lines, so many different roles, many resumes out, not a lot of interviews, but just kept persistent and kept at it. Finally, I learned about an opportunity to be working on board as an assistant cruise director. And so I started in this role, seeing that the activities, the entertainment, the enrichment went well, started there, and then eventually grew and built up to be a cruise director. This year I'll be celebrating 9 years, and so really grateful for the opportunities to grow, to learn, and develop. working on board.
Gracias, Erin, por compartir tu presentación con nosotros. A partir de ahora me gustaría guiar esta conversación con algunas preguntas que nos ayudarán a conocer un poquito más de tu historia, de tu visión y de tu experiencia. Recuerda que este es un espacio abierto, así que si en algún momento deseas añadir algo más allá de las preguntas, siéntete totalmente libre de hacerlo, ¿ok? ¿Qué desafíos personales o profesionales has enfrentado en tu carrera a bordo y cómo los has convertido en oportunidades de crecimiento?
I can recall when I was going forth with the process to become a cruise director, I had put in auditions and filmed videos and practice and sent some guest comments and feedback that I thought would really propel me forward and put out everything I could to ensure that this was the next step I could take in my career. Unfortunately, when I was having a call, thinking that this would be the next step and I would get the job offer that day, I was told that we would no longer be going forward with this process and that I just wasn't what the company envisioned and, they really enjoyed having me, but there was no opportunity to grow. Obviously, I was pretty devastated by this. It was not the news I was expecting to hear. And I kind of signed off that assignment thinking that would be my last assignment on board. I didn't know what was next, but I was a bit sad. However, life works in funny ways, and a week after returning home from Istanbul, I got a message from the company saying, "Hey, can you talk? We have an opportunity for you." And to be honest, it seemed a little bit fishy, but I said, "Sure, what have we got to lose?" It turns out they asked if I could fly out to a ship that weekend and help coach a new team member as a cruise director. Now, as excited and honored as I was to do this, I also said, "But 2 months ago you said I was not fit for the job, so what's the deal?" And they said, "But we really need your help. Please help us out." So I said, "You know what? I'm going to use this as an opportunity to prove myself. I'm going to help and coach this new person as best as I can, but I also need to run with this opportunity and take this as a way to say, yes, I'm ready for this role. I am what you want, and let's move forward." And that's exactly what I did. So I had a couple months of fill-in and step-up opportunities and training when the time finally came to make this the real deal and promote me into cruise director. I was overjoyed, very grateful, but really proud of myself for the hard work and persistence that I put forth to prove that I was the best fit for the role.
En un entorno tan cambiante como es el de un crucero, ¿cuáles son las herramientas que utilizas para mantener la calma y la motivación en los momentos difíciles?
A cruise ship is like a small floating city. There can be thousands of people on board. It's busy with restaurants, with lounges, with entertainment and enrichment. So it's always a lot going on. Of course, hospitality industry is also a nonstop operation. So the ship sails every day of the year. We work every day on our contract for long hours, but it is very interesting lifestyle choice. That being said, I love being with people, whether it's my colleagues or guests, but you are with people all the time. I kind of consider myself to be an introverted extrovert because as much as I enjoy being with people and around people, at the end of the day, I also really enjoy being by myself. I make sure that every day, no matter how busy, whether it's for a few minutes or an extended period of time, I have some opportunity to do some sort of exercise, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's walking out on deck, getting some fresh air, maybe yoga, stretching weights, just a little thing to de-stress and decompress and have a little bit of time for myself. I've found that working on board, your energy and your attention is always pulled in very different ways, but it's very important to make the time to carve out a little bit of time and space for yourself, at least for myself, to recharge and rest and prepare for what lies ahead.
¿Qué significa para ti liderar equipos y acompañar a miles de pasajeros en experiencias únicas y agradables?
As the cruise director, I am considered one of the senior officers on board, and there are a lot of people who either look up to me or look to me for guidance, and it is an honor that I don't take lightly. I'll start with my colleagues. I do manage a team of entertainment activity hosts, and so maybe it's their first contract, their first time away from home, or maybe they've been at it for a few years already. Regardless though, I take a lot of energy and heart into coaching them, also investing in them. They already have the skills within them. Maybe they just need a little bit of help, encouragement, or empowerment to bring it out. And so I do try to take a lot of attention and energy to coach and develop the team. In addition, the guests that I am serving are there for a variety of reasons. Maybe this is an anniversary trip. Maybe they're taking this trip in honor of someone. Maybe they got a good deal and they're on board for that. But whatever the case is, I really try to connect with our guests. I do think I have a gift of connecting with a lot of people, even with very various backgrounds. I find I can really walk up to anyone and strike a conversation with them, which is very helpful in this role. For guests, sometimes I just sit and want to hear their story, or maybe they come to me with a concern and I listen with empathy and care, try to put myself in their shoes and resolve it to the best of my ability, or share it with someone that I know can follow up and resolve it. For me, the personal aspect of this role is what's so important and special. Initially, I wanted to work on a cruise ship for the travel, but it's the people that I work alongside or encounter in port or meet serving as our guests. That's been the most rich aspect for me. Hearing their stories, learning why they're there or what it means for them to be there. That's been the best part of this role. The travel aspect has been incredible, but connecting with others, kind of making this world a smaller place and learning from others, that has been the most rewarding aspect of working on board.
¿Cuál es tu opinión acerca de la espiritualidad? ¿Tiene alguna relevancia en tu vida personal o profesional?
It's important to always do the right thing. Yes, because it's the right thing to do, but you also never know who's watching. For me, I enjoy serving others, taking care of others, and I do believe that what you give or put out to others or the world, it will be returned back to you. I do remember one time I was walking out on deck and I saw a little scrap of paper or a little piece of trash and just picked it up, put it in my pocket for the next time when I saw a trash can, and moments later I saw a whale, which was pretty amazing, and it kind of reaffirmed to take care of the environment and earth and others, and beautiful things will happen or continue to happen.
Si miras hacia adelante, ¿cómo te ves en 5 años? ¿Qué sueños o metas personales te gustaría haber alcanzado?
I would like to continue working on a cruise ship. Yes, seeing incredible places, but the people and the faces that are yet to be met out there. Connecting with others, almost peacemaking in a sense, sharing stories, hearing their stories, bringing cultures and experiences, stories to life, opening minds and hearts to others around the world as well.
Si pudieras dar un consejo a quienes hoy buscan superar adversidades y liderar con pasión, ¿qué les dirías?
Life is definitely a journey. It does not always go as planned. So I would say just always believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Instincts are a very strong force to guide us, and I believe always serve us well. Yes, logic does play a part, but trusting your heart, your instincts, they will guide you most accordingly. As I shared a little bit about my story and being told no flat out and kind of not taking no for an answer, we need to understand, even when times are tough, that life is a journey. We do need to embrace this story, this journey, this path. It does not always go as planned, but just taking things one step at a time, again, believing in yourself, trusting your intuition and your instincts will guide us on the path to where we are supposed to be.
Muchas gracias, Erin. Antes de cerrar, me encantaría que compartas unas palabras de despedida con la audiencia. Lo que quieras decir y compartir para dejarles un pensamiento o sentimiento final.
I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you. Thank you for taking a few moments to listen to my story. I do hope I've been able to inspire you or perhaps open your mind to different thoughts or ideas or ways. In addition, I want to say well done for you for wanting to put yourself out there, for making efforts to make yourself the best you can be and grow and develop yourself. That's not easy, but it's definitely commendable. So just note that everything works out the way it is meant to be, and all the best in your journey. Thank you for listening for mine.
Verdaderamente, escuchar a Erin nos recuerda que el liderazgo verdadero no se trata solo de dirigir, sino también de inspirar y acompañar. Su historia es un faro que ilumina el camino de quienes buscan superar adversidades y vivir con pasión. En el reto del ser creemos que cada persona tiene dentro de sí la fuerza necesaria para transformar su vida y la de los demás. Hoy, con el ejemplo de Erin, confirmamos que la resiliencia y el compromiso son las velas que nos impulsan hacia un futuro más consciente y más humano. Quiero agradecer de corazón a Erin por compartir su tiempo, su voz y su sabiduría con nosotros. Y también agradecer a cada uno de ustedes, la audiencia, por ser parte de este viaje, por escuchar y abrir sus corazones a estas historias que inspiran transformación. Juntos seguiremos construyendo puentes de esperanza y conciencia. Soy Rodrigo Altamirano y aquí te enseñamos programación neurolingüística transformacional de una manera práctica, sencilla y humana. Nos estamos viendo hasta un próximo video. Bye bye.